Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another rant video, and in today's video I will be ranting about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, I've been playing this game since the beta, right? And I enjoyed beta. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed beta. And then when the cause yeah, I pre-ordered it, and then when the it came out with like that one like week early release, and you was able to play campaign, played, beat it, thought it was really good. I really did enjoy campaign, and from what I heard, they're gonna do like DLCs in the future, I think, where they add more missions to the game. I do appreciate that. I like that. I think that's chill. If that's the case, I don't know. That's just what I heard. And then full release, we're able to play campaign, I guess, if you want to play it all over again, multiplayer again. And then they also add this, and they added it to the last Modern Warfare, Spec Ops. Now, I'm a big fan of like Spec Ops modes, like co-op type games and all that stuff. I enjoyed it a lot. Now, I do not mind playing multiplayer. I do not mind playing campaign. I don't mind playing any other parts of Call of Duty. But my go-to mode is Spec Ops. So, I played Spec Ops not yesterday, a couple of days ago. That's when Call of Duty officially released. Played it that night. Remember trying to play Spec Ops, and there is an issue where my mouse wasn't even being recognized in my first Spec Ops game. So I had to leave that game. Joined another game. For some reason, the mouse has started working. Okay, cool. Then today, tonight, tonight overall, because it was like yesterday leading into today. So I'm a streamer. For those that don't know, I stream on Twitch, and I was playing some more Spec Ops. So there's the mode in there where it's like it's not low profile, and it's not the mode where they got you playing on the map from Modern Warfare 3. It's like the mode that's in the middle, and they have it where you got these objectives where you gotta like blow up these missiles or whatever and stuff. So anyways, I get through it all. Me and the teammate that I had, like a weird teammate, he was just doing his own thing, and I'm like, this is not that type of game. Destiny, that stuff can slide. This right here is not that game, alright? So anyways, we get through it all, blow up the the missiles and all that stuff, killed off all the bad guys, went through freaking mines, helicopters, everything possible, okay? Everything possible. Tell me why it got all the way to the end, right when that part when you gotta, like, I guess get on the plane. I don't know, alright? I don't know, because this game waited all the way. Now, mind you, I completed the whole mission. I did everything. At any given point in time, it could have did this one thing, but it waited all the way right when I'm about to finish the mission, and the game crashed. This has happened before. I remember it was years ago. I played Madden NFL 20, and it did that same thing. I remember I got all the way to the Pro Bowl. I won the Pro Bowl, and it got to that very end point, okay, where it should save, and it crashed. Now, my question is, all right, to developers that put out these games from these multi-billion-dollar companies, why do you guys think that it's okay to put out these bug-riddled games and then think that people are going to support it? This is why these games don't be getting like overwhelmingly positive reviews, 5 stars, 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10, whatever the reviews are, whatever the ratings are. This is why games today don't get it, because you promote that you guys are like this multi like million billion, whatever you want to call yourselves. You guys put out that you are this big giant franchise. You're the leading video game in like first person, and now third person, because they added a third person viewing in there. But they add all this stuff, right? All of these different things, just to have it where on day one, you would think on day one, we want to make the best impression possible. What they decide to do is that we're just going to release it riddled with bugs, not fix that stuff beforehand, and then just wait until like, oh yeah, we're going to wait until people write in. Because I don't know why like companies and developers today think that that's okay, where it's like, oh well, we'll just have, like, if you guys are hiring me to be a video game tester, okay, then pay me at least. But if not, then fam, stop releasing these games that's like halfway finished, and then we sitting there paying $60-$70 for them, wasting our money. Because the messed up part about it is that, you know, you pre-order it. Like, I got mine off of Steam, right? Pre-order it. And for those that don't, you know, if you, I guess, like, I don't know, if you don't understand how that stuff works. So, like, if you want to get a refund for a video game that you don't like, so let's say if I were to buy this game and all of that happened tonight, like, it all happened tonight. It wasn't like I pre-ordered it like 2 weeks ago, wherever and stuff. So, if that were to happen, right, and I bought it like day one, and then that stuff were to go down, I can get my money back. Because if you play it in under 2 weeks, in 2 hours, you could get your money back. But since I've had mine for more than 2 weeks, and I played the game, because you can't beat the campaign in no 2 hours or less. So you play the campaign. I don't know why that person feel like it's like almost 2 in the morning and they feel like they need to be on the freeway driving up fast. It's like, we don't care, bro. But anyways, it's like you can't beat the campaign in no 2 hours. So why do my question is that, just talking to anybody right now. So let's say if you were to, because I made this point in my stream, let's say if you were to buy and I know people, they do this, but the majority of the world, they want to finish. Like, it's one thing if I know, like, I can visually see that this house is unfinished, right? You know, if I buy an unfinished house, I can visually see that that house is unfinished, right? So what I do, I will go to Lowe's, Home Depot, buy all of the equipment that I need, okay? All of the equipment that I need, fix this house up, because that's my decision. But pretty much, and you know what Call of Duty is doing, is that they covered the house. So you don't know whether that house is finished or not, but they covered the house, but they're promoting that that is a fully built house. They're not telling you that there's going to be bugs. They're not telling you that there's going to be, you know, all these unfinished, you know, parts of the game. You're buying an unfinished house. Now, how would that make you feel if you don't know that this house isn't finished? They just tell you, oh yeah, you know this house is for sale. There's, you know, they're showing all these like pictures, making it look like, you know, it's this beautiful looking home. You go and buy it. Parts, windows is missing, panels is missing, fireplace is missing, one of the bathrooms is the half bathroom, okay? Did all of these missing things, and they're all like, oh well, we're gonna add that. Inconveniently, we're gonna add all these different things as the time progresses on. How would that make a lot of people feel? Or let's say you go and buy yourself a loaf of bread. Now in the outside packaging, it looks like it's a loaf of bread. It's just foam, okay, in one side. They filled some other things for that part, like, you know, for the other bread, but it's only like maybe like 4 or 5 slices of bread in that like loaf of bread, right? How would that make you feel? You paid full price for it, but you're only getting like maybe 4, and they're all like, oh well, we'll make the bread like every, you know, 3 to 4 months and things. That's what I mean by, like, and I've said this before, I've said it in podcasts, I've said it in streams, I've said it everywhere, that this stuff would not slide. Like, let's say if this would have been like 2005 PlayStation 2 era, Xbox era, where you had one time and one time only to release a video game, I guarantee and I promise you, you can think maybe there were video games coming out where they were all buggy and all that stuff, but how did those video games work out? Because my thing is this, I remember back when, you know, like PlayStation 2 era and stuff, because I had well over like 100 games, right? And never had to update any of them. Never had to like go back and say, oh, this game doesn't work. You know, it keeps crashing on me, all that stuff. I promise you, if a company had released a game, right, people will be outraged. But I feel like people are so used to it now where it's like, oh, well, yeah, we know. But it's like, fam, let's just see how much Call of Duty is worth. Because I'm very curious to see how much Call of Duty net worth 2022. Let's just see how much they're worth right now, because the game enjoyed great success in its opening months, amassing 88 million downloads worldwide in the first month in July. What are they talking about? This is mobile, 21 All right, how much is Activision worth? $56 billion, $56.88 billion. So you mean to tell me, right, that this company being worth that much money and you guys can't hire a team to release a game that works properly? Are you serious? 56. Hold on, because I opened up one of my friend's streams to like lurk and stuff. 56 billion, okay? That's 56B, not million, not a M, a B, bro. You mean to tell me this company is worth $56 billion? All right, so no, actually, no, because no, they're the publishers. They're the publishers. So let's see, Call of Duty, MW2. All right, so, you know, they're the publishers, developers, Infinity Ward, net worth, Infinity Ward, net, all right. Who's on? How much is Infinity Ward? Lawsuit: Activision buy Infinity Ward for $5 million, wanted to generate $3 billion from its games. That was in 2010. They said that in 2010. I would imagine that it's like gained a lot. Like if they bought it for $5 million and it generated with all of the games that they made and, you know, like after 2010 or whatever, because like I think MW2 came out beforehand, and I would imagine MW2 really put Infinity Ward on the map and stuff. Well, yeah, with Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. So $3 billion, and so afterwards, I can't exactly come up with a number on how much they're worth now. They don't even say. That was like an old article. They don't say like 2022. Let's see if they have something for 2020. Net worth, salary, income, Infinity Ward, 120. There's no way possible they're worth $122 million. That's probably like for maybe a year, but there's no way that they're worth that much. They don't even say. But the fact that it's like, you know, this company, I just seen, there's like, the company was founded 20 years ago in May 2022. And you mean to tell me in October 2022, what did I say, 2002? I think, so May 2002, October 2022, 20 years later. And you mean to tell me you still can't release a game that fully works? No bugs, no crashes, none of that. They got all the way to the last part of the mission, right when you gotta drive on the plane, and it crashed. How does that happen in 2022? How is it that there can be indie developers that'll come out? Because it's an early access game. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is an early access game. This game is not fully built yet, okay? After they came out with about 100 updates, then the game will be fully built. But how is it that there are games that have been in early access for maybe like, what, a year or two? Like, there is the one game, Power Wash Simulator, and I know we can't necessarily compare that to Call of Duty, but the fact that it was made by an indie developer this year, last year, whenever that game came out, you mean to tell me that they can come out with this game, okay, work on it, fix the bugs, all of that stuff possible? Or even if we look at like a bigger title and things, I'm trying to think of any other big titles out there. Can't really think of no other. But it's like the fact that there are developers out there that make sure of it. When they release a game, the game is going to work properly. There's not going to be any issues with it. And the fact that Call of Duty, you guys should be the people that people look up to. Where it's like, if I was a video game developer, I'm going to look up to you guys. But the fact that it seems like, you know, in this day and age where it's like an indie developer, they just have to just be dedicated and serious about what they're doing, and that's how they release a good game. I'm saying, like, I think when I had looked up, I can't remember what game I was having issues with, but like I remember I had looked up Elden Ring, and I think they said at the beginning like it had some issues, but the just overwhelming feedback, that's a game that I don't even, like, I choose not to play it. I don't play it, never played it. But I can say that is probably, in this day and age, one of the best video games to ever release, just because of how many people talk about it, how many people I've seen play it, how many people love that game overall, and the fact that there's people probably going back, replaying it over and over and over again. And it's one of the hardest games possibly ever made. But the fact that people still play it and they show it so much love, that just shows that the developers, they actually truly do care about the art of that game. Now, even though I never played it, it may have issues, but my thing is this: it can't have that many. Like, and let's see who developed Elden Ring, because it's like, man, I just don't get developers from Software Inc. Founded. Okay, let's see when they were founded. 1986. All right, so the thing is, like, so they're a tad bit older than Infinity Ward, but it's like, overall though, I mean, you guys still are in that same field of creating video games. Now, yes, I'll admit, like, that Software Inc., they've been in the game a little bit longer. Okay, I'll give them that. But that, and the thing is this, going back to like developers, the fact that there's developers where it's like they just recently got into developing video games, came out with a good game on Steam or whatever, early access, because even when Power Wash Simulator was in early access, it was getting love, it was getting support. I played and beat that game twice. Okay, like, no, they had like the first part of the game that you play, then they had like some additional missions that came out, played and beat those additional missions. So the fact that that game came out, right, it comes out, in early access, it's dope, it's chill, it's fun, I enjoyed it. I might have like some issues, but that's just, like me, like missing some spots and stuff. But then it's like it has its full release and it still gets, love and support. Like, I don't even know when, let's see, because I'm just saying, like, if that game has like an overwhelmingly positive rating, recent reviews overwhelmingly positive, and all reviews overwhelmingly positive, and that game came out this year versus COD. Okay, let's look up, see what their Steam thing is. Steam, they don't even have, okay, let's just search Steam. But I just seen it. Okay, mixed. Like, that's what's coming from a multi-billion-dollar, publisher, then however much, Infinity Ward is, or is worth. The fact that you guys, right, y'all done, been in the game for this long, and this is the overall rating of your guys' latest game. And that's the thing where it's like, I know people are like, oh, well, they do release games, yearly. Okay, that, my thing is this. If they they release games yearly, why is it that, okay, from the previous mistakes that they've made, and it seems like they're going backwards. It's like, you guys released a game that was good, everybody liked it, everybody was enjoying it, now to just releasing a game where it's like, it's broken, nobody can play it, it crashes. You would think because of these yearly releases that it's like, okay, you guys are, and then no, it's not even I don't even think it is yearly releases, because it's like they have it set up where it's like, like other companies, like I can't think of the other, like Treyarch, where it's like they're working on Call of Duty 1 year, and then, so it's like you guys have some time, right, to work on the game, and the fact that it's like you guys still come out with a game that's like, it's not built properly, it's like, bruh, nah, man. That just don't make sense to me, because it was like, when was the last, so Modern Warfare, Sledgehammer, so the last time you guys came out was, Modern Warfare, that was the last Call of Duty that they worked on back in 2019, so you had 2019, 2020, 2021, and this year to come out with a game that's good. What happened? Okay, because that, I'm saying, like, that type of stuff, that don't make sense to me, where it's like you guys come out with a game and the game is messing up. That's not right, man. That's not right at all. And then having people pay full price for, I'm saying, like, people, we, like, no, people, we need to get some sort of, like, treatment, payback, something for playing these games. And it's like, bruh, it's okay, you give us some calling cards, some, freaking weapon skins, whatever the case is. It's like, nah, bro, that ain't enough. It's like, nah, I'm telling you, these companies need to get held accountable for this stuff, because it's like, you're coming out with these games, having people pay full price for them, and they're not working properly. It's not even a full game. We won't get our full game until, what, 6-7 months from now. I'm saying, man, like, nah, these video game companies, something ain't right with them and stuff. And I know people probably look at me and be like, I'm not a video game developer. But here's the thing, though. And there's another point that I made, and I'm going to end the video after this. But I would imagine, okay, that all of these Call of Duty developers, right, publishers, whoever it is, even probably most likely some players out there, right? You guys went to school, okay? I guarantee and I promise you, every Call of Duty developer, whether it's Treyarch, Infinity Ward, or any other company out there, all right? You went to school, okay? You studied like video game art development, all that stuff. You went to a school for that. Now, do you think you would be in the position that you are in if you were turning in incomplete assignments? Do you think that you would have graduated from these schools, got a bachelor's degree, got a degree, diploma, whatever school you were in, okay? Elementary, middle, high school, college, whatever it is. Do you think, okay, you will progress in life if you were turning in incomplete assignments? Because that's how I feel with Call of Duty. This game is incomplete, all right? It ain't a full game. So people shouldn't be out here paying full price for a game that's not even a full game. That don't make no sense to me, man. But anyways, yeah. And that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you. I'll probably post like how the game crashed like on TikTok or something. But yeah, I just think that that's stupid. It's like, you guys, come on now. Like, y'all can do better than that. So, but anyways, yeah. Talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.